Welcome to the Astro Lounge.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape? Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime. Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity, but your comment gives me pause. Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well-dressed as yourself. You either got great taste, or great connections. Maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances. Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Ever run to spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. You definitely know your way around a lock.
You know I went to chef school? Same exactly.
Be careful if you run into those incorrect drinks.
Range of cosmetic and biological synthesis.
Be here when you're ready. The Hotel Bullseye. Sleep with us.
Wherever you go, rely on
Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and...
Just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astro Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
That's exceptionally kind of you, Imogen.
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter. Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions. Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto KeltCorp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. KeltCorp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception. ARC stands for Assault, Reprogram, Corrupt. We think of it as a multi-tool of sorts. The ARC locates hard wiring and manipulates the information current being sent back and forth. Depending on the situation, it's designed to do all sorts of things, but inevitably, they all result in malfunction. You can call it what you like, but most importantly, it's your next assignment. Good. All you need to do is plant the ARC on the service panel of your target. We can handle the rest from here. Do your best to make sure you aren't seen. The key is to make this look like a malfunction. And good luck. Keep it up, and you'll probably have my job soon.
Private sector. That.
was a pleasant change of scenery.
Pressure holding. Takeoff course code. Hell of a view from here. Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place. Touching down.
Hi, Captain.
Good day, Captain.
damn cold here. Going to need a hot cup of coffee after this. I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Escape trajectory plotted. We're locking into orbit now.
Okay, that's because we did jump past it. Robin, can you go 5 minutes without interrupting me?
Maybe if you listened to me every once in a while, I wouldn't have to interrupt you. Yes, we do. I am so sorry about this. Some of us get a little testy when we're in the wrong.
In the wrong, my ass. They're gonna say it's ahead of us. You watch.
Well, we'll just see about that, won't we?
How about that, Robin? I told you I knew where we were.
Well, you don't have to look so smug about it.
I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Thanks for your help. Make your way.
Nice jump. We're right
Be
on
advised,
target.
you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
I used to keep my suit walks short until I learned you can go to the bathroom in these things.
All samples collected? Wonderful. I'll make sure to get these in the right hands. Here, what the UC owes you. I'll make sure these are taken care of.
Do you need me somewhere?
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady. Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored. Airlock integrity looks good.
Interesting. Exposed wires here, a little rust there. What a unique way to decorate.
Rook. Bogged grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me an Erdebrow lager and I'm good.
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No, I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart, and you want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right, I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC SysDef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crixus' legacy home. I have a very reliable source at Mast. They were so concerned that the threat was real, they actually jumped the information out to us right away. Oh my God. Haven't you been paying attention? The only reason half the fleet's captains haven't scattered across the settled systems is because they're waiting for their part of the score. No money means no protection. No protection means we are done when SysDef arrives. Simple enough for you? Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Key's databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the comm spike module installed as well.
While we're at it, perhaps we should fetch your groceries for you as well?
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannock 4, board the Legacy, and bring us the cash. You better pray that isn't the case, because that means we are done. As in, no more Crimson Fleet. Everything you'll need for ship repair and construction is down in Jess's section of the Key. If you have any questions about the modules, she'll have all the answers. Of course there's a catch. What, you thought this would be easy?
After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption, so bring it back here right away. Because those Galbank ships were carrying so much money they didn't even trust their own crew. That would be a first. I have yet to see encrypted currency that Shinya could not manipulate within hours. I mean, the guy plugs his body directly into his mainframe. He eats, breathes, and shits numbers all day. No, I'm not worried about him. Yeah? I sure hope so. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the Key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving. Crimson Fleet isn't really a fleet. It's an ideal. A principle that Krix sought to set up so that pirates didn't infight over scraps. Over time, that notion has been lost. Captains have been turning their backs on the fleet, doing jobs on the side, killing each other. Bringing Krix's legacy back to the fleet would be like validating everything Jasper Krix believed in. And I'm certain it would unify us once again. Of course, it wouldn't exactly hurt to have all that extra money at our disposal. But I think you catch my meaning. You've met some of them already. Mathis Castillo, Yevgeny Rokov, Juan Dayu, Estelle Vincent, and Adler Kemp. They might feel like independents to you, but each one of them has a stake in the Crimson Fleet, and each one of them wants a cut of the wealth. I am sending word out to every able-bodied captain that they are needed. We'll see how many answer the call. The toughest nut to crack is if UC SysDef brings in the Vigilance. That Commander Ikande has himself a hell of a ship there. Advanced shield tech, bristling with weapons. I would love to see that thing burn. If we hope to stand a chance against it, we need those defensive batteries, and Krix's legacy. Get moving before it's too late.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. There are 3 defensive batteries, basically high-powered military space turrets, triangulated around the key. They were part of the UC's original defenses for the station. Pretty effective, too. Can put some serious hurt on enemy spacecraft. The good news is that the batteries have an incredibly wide field of coverage, so they can pick off ships trying to reach the key from any vector. The bad news is that they're 100-year-old tech. They keep breaking down and are expensive as hell to keep operational. Well, you already know that the conduction grid does a pretty nifty trick. It absorbs extreme voltage and converts it to usable power on neon. The version for your ship can still absorb incoming electrical energy, like, say, the EM field surrounding Bannock 4, but it can't store the power. Instead, it just scatters the EM harmlessly away from the hull, insulating you from frying every circuit aboard. As a nice side effect, I'm betting the module will make your ship somewhat EM weapon resistant and boost its shield regen. Lucky you. The comm spike traces and decrypts coded signals. As long as you have the transponder ID, you can track pretty much anything. That file you lifted from the Galbank archives contained the Legacy's transponder code, which I'll program into your nav system. All you have to do is get within the vicinity of Bannock 4, and the comm spike will automatically point you to the target. Cute toy, huh? Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install. All right, whatever. I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install. All right, let's see what you need.
Cześć Sigerus, teraz widzę, że piszesz, bo tu się zapatrzyłem. Chyba wystarczy. Zakochane? Nie, to chodzi o to, że tamte tabelki mam na innym ekranie, co czat na innym monitorze. Jeszcze mam z nią pogadać o czym.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. You just watch your butt out there. Systef might be on your 6.
Co on o tych bateriach gada? A, sieć przewodząca jeszcze, moduł. Muszę zainstalować. O to jej chodzi.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make... Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install.
Gdzie jest ta sieć przewodząca?
Yeah, nothing like changing it up to make a ship feel new again.
Sieć przewodząca. To jest to. Chyba już teraz wszystko mam. Udaj się na OZK Vigilante. No to lecimy. Nie, nie mam problemów. Możesz tu sobie stać dalej.
Need something? Chcę tego złapać. Muszę przez mapę.
Switching over to standard engines.
Flota stoi.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Chodź Sara, idziemy do kapitana.
Captain, hello. I am...
I miss the sun on Genesee.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange it briefly. I want all of their SEALs over here as soon as possible.
Just
Yes,
hold
sir.
out a little longer, and you'll be back with the good guys soon enough.
There you are. Where have you been? I've received the reports about that stunt you pulled inside of Genadai. Opening fire inside a civilian facility. Are you out of your mind?
Co oni do mnie
Furious at
strzelali?
us right now. They want Commander Ikonde to resign.
Co oni do mnie strzelali? Ja się broniłem. Nie było innego wyjścia.
You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how you see SysDev operates. I don't care if we're one step away from Crix's legacy. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Top throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here. So let's get back to the operation at hand. It's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key.
Oni wiedzą o waszym ataku na klucz. Ale trzeba ich w końcu wykurzyć stamtąd.
Thanks to your evidence, we are finally able to convince them to task us the necessary resources. Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. Delgado gains access to those resources. We might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Crix system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDev won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
Perhaps the UC should have thought of these potential consequences before incarcerating those people on Suvorov.
Perhaps. But instead of spending time debating our predecessors' mistakes, we should be working towards a rapid solution.
Delgado mówi, że mnie rozstrzela, jak tylko mu tego nie przywiozę. Ty mi mówisz, że mam to tobie przywieźć. Nie mam trzeciej drogi. No dobra, przywiozę ci to.
I've always known that when it came down to it, you'd do the right thing. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannock 4. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck.
Co się z tym dziedzictwem stanie, jak to tu przywiozę?
During the end of the Narion War, the money was destined to bolster the Freestar Collective's coffers. Even though we were rivals at the time, and I suppose we still are to some extent, the credits still rightfully belong to their people. After the money is turned over to MAST, I'm certain arrangements will be made to return the money to the proper authorities in Aquila City.
A jak ci się udało przekonać kolonię do tego ataku na flotę karmazynową?
The evidence you've been bringing to Lieutenant Toft has been instrumental in convincing the brass at MAST to greenlight the attack. They've sent us support ships, extra troops, weapons. all on account of your role in the operation. To put it simply, if it wasn't for you, this operation would be at a standstill.
No dobra, zobaczymy, czy tam od razu polecę, czy jeszcze coś po drodze załatwimy innego.
It's time to dig deep and get the job done.
Those pirates are gonna look like fools when we take the legacy. I haven't seen my family in a while.
Rasko lecimy. Ręka cię boli.
Deck.
Zobaczmy, czy tam jest. Udaj się na orbitę Banok 4. No dobra. Nie wiem, co tam zostało.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
To jest za daleko, ja tam nie skoczę. Nie mam takiego baku. Robimy jakieś inne misje w takim razie. To jest na 50 poziomie, ja mam dopiero 30. 31. No to lecimy na razie coś innego zrobić. Kto sieje wiatr? Moje śledztwo w sprawie działań grupy najemników zwanej pierwszą doprowadziły mnie do Rona Hope'a, założyciela Hope Tech, że Hope wynajął ich, aby przejąć ziemię farmerów. Muszę teraz poznać plany Hope'a i postawić go przed sądem. To ja wiem, kto to jest. Taką fabrykę statków ma. Wyglądał na normalnego biznesmena, a on tu takie rzeczy z najemnikami. Chyba się będzie tłumaczył, albo będzie walczył.
Grav jump complete.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. And that's it. You're clear to land at Hope Town.
Nie mam żadnej kontrabandy na pokładzie. Tu jest ta jego firma. To lądujemy do niego. No co tam się przygotować? Jak nie będzie obsrany, no to się podda. A jak będzie zadziorny, to będzie walczył. On ma swoje wojsko. Idziesz, Sara, ze mną, chodź.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Mam jakąś fajną broń. Dobra, niech zostanie.
Ron hopes the best thing that's happened to us.
Always something good going on around here.
Czy mnie tam w ogóle do niego dopuszczą?
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Ma magazyn na dziale produkcji siedzi gdzieś. O, on tu ma boty wojskowe, to nie będzie proste. Jak się tam do ciebie dostać?
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Birgit. We set some ambitious goals. You met every one.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Tu ma jakiegoś ochroniarza. Dobra, panie dyrektor.
Something more you need, deputy?
Coś o ciebie się dowiedziałem niedobrego.
Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news.
Człowieku, to nie ukradli złodzieje, tylko ty ich nająłeś i wystawiłeś im statek. Nie są to dobre wieści dla ciebie, panie dyrektorze.
And what's that supposed to mean exactly?
Słuchaj, Paxton powiedział mi, że ty ich wynająłeś, żeby wygnali farmerów.
The disgraced war hero who went to prison?
Czemu miałby kłamać?
You actually believed him?
Mam dowód na to, że go wynająłeś.
Two-faced bastard kept the slate.
Aha, już się przejęzyczyłeś.
Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, deputy. It's clear
Ale mnie
you
nie
have
kupisz, łapie.
bright future ahead of you.
Nawet na to nie
Going
licz.
on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Bridget, za chwilę z tobą
Nothing that
będę gadał.
concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Dobra, gadaj, jak to było. Czemu tych farmerów chciałeś wygonić z ich ziemi?
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. Oh, and it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold.
No i z tych Bogu ducha farmerów wykorzystywałeś i przez te ziemię chciałeś zagarnąć.
Mining is expensive, and so is the cost of raw materials. My mineral-enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor, and once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process
Nawet nie
the
wiedzieli, że robią
So
dla
those
ciebie.
farmers poisoned themselves, and you ended up reaping profits. How can you even live with yourself?
It's nothing personal.
To nie biznes, to jest wyzysk.
I don't expect you to understand.
Z niewolników sobie ich zrobiłeś. Zniszczyłeś życie tym ludziom, aby osiągnąć zysk.
Look, I'll level with you. We're falling behind the competition. The hardworking people of this town depend on
To nie jest
me for their
usprawiedliwienie.
livelihoods, and I won't let them down. Cutting my costs means saving their jobs.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take
Ty
your
już chyba
job
tu nic nie możesz.
and more. We'll
Zaraz idziesz ze
discuss
mną
this
do
later.
ciupy.
In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
Co i tak się stanie. Bez twojej łaski. No właśnie, ci twoi najemnicy pozabijali tam ludzi. I co z nimi? Jak im to wrócisz?
You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of
Fundusz i
any
będziesz miał co, sumienie czyste.
family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word.
Ja ci nie wierzę. To nie wystarczy.
You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Well, perhaps a
Serio?
discount on their next purchase from HopeTech.
You're seriously turning an apology into a business pitch. That's disgusting.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm
Nie
authorized to
kupisz, już
award
ci to
you
mówiłem.
a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
Nie ma takiej możliwości. Mogę cię odstrzelić tu na miejscu. Chcesz mnie przekupić? Tak to mam rozumieć?
Did I not make myself clear? I'm
To?
offering you a reward for a job
to
well
nazywasz?
done. Nothing more. And with that job so capably done, we'll consider the matter closed. I'll be needing that slate from Major
Nie
Hall.
ma takiej możliwości. Ja ci powiem, jak będzie. Albo idziesz ze mną i pod sąd i szeryf zdecyduje, co z tobą, albo użyjemy siły. Co ty na to?
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their lives.
Nie szantażuj mnie.
Do you really want to put
To
all
ty tu jesteś problemem.
people out of work and make their families suffer?
Nie próbuj tego zrzucania na mnie, co?
Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed, but the future is very much in your
Twoja
hands.
przyszłość jest w moich
You
rękach.
put me away, and this company will
Nie
fall.
jesteś niezastąpiony.
You have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation,
Grozisz?
this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security
Ochroniarze
personnel,
ci nie pomogą.
so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You're a despicable man, Hope. And I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
Słuchaj, grozić to se możesz, ale nie mi. Łapówki też na mnie nie działają. Sam wybrałeś.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
If you're searching them, make it quick.
This is gonna end badly for you.
Tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful. I'm just a little in shock. I'm still not sure I understand what happened. A conspiracy to steal farmland? It's just so hard to believe. That's not the Ron Hope I know. No, you're wrong. That's not all he was. He always looked out for us, for his employees. I know what I just heard and saw, but he was a friend. No. He was more like a father. And now he's... you. You killed him. Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people. What happens to us now? That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all. I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There might be some difficult days ahead, but I wish you good luck.
advisable to vacate this area.
We'd be dust, except for the factory. Off-worlders. Nothing ever good.
Just keep it holstered.
Workers like to play hard here.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
Any new orders for...
Dust off complete. Orbital pattern locked in. Well, you didn't put us into a
Welcome to the
planet,
Free
so
Star
we must
Collective.
be in the right
Please maintain
place.
your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
I have something for you when you have a moment.